So modular mates, as everybody knows, my love of Tupperware started when it came to my modular mates. So I joined 13 years ago just to get a discount, and I thought, why not join so I can fill up my cupboards with modular mates at the consulted discount. So that was my goal 13 years ago. Obviously it's changed and it's become more than that, but I do love modular mates and they're still my number one product when it comes to Tupperware. The reason I love them is it keeps your food fresh at least 1 year, if not longer. So no matter what you put inside these, it's gonna stay fresh. I also love that they're nice and compact and they're nice and organized. So when you open up your cupboards, you're not gonna have food falling out and packages opening up and things spilling everywhere. And you can also see exactly what's in your cupboard. So this is the oval set. So this is this combination comes with a 1, 2 number 2s, a 3, and a 4. And these are great sizes. They are the shorter sizes. So this is a size that honestly that I used in my trailer. When we got our new trailer last year, it was great because they fit really nice and compact in the trailer. The 2 ovals will fit on top of a square. So if you have squares, they also fit compact on the squares. And what I like are these are a little bit smaller sizes than our super ovals and our rectangles. So you can put smaller things in here. This is an oval 1. It's great for baking soda, baking powder, salt, cocoa, all those little tiny packages that you have. The number 2s are great for something just a little bit more. Say if you have some orzo noodles, it works great for, or say if you have a bigger box of salt, you can put the leftovers in here. This also works really well for those club pack of seasonings. So I buy Montreal steak spice in a club pack, and I know it's not gonna stay just as fresh in the container once it's open, and I do like to put it in a sealed container. So this would be a great size for that as well. Also a box of crackers. If you open up a box of crackers, this is a great size for some leftovers as well. If you have a bigger box of crackers, this would be great. A small bag of rice, maybe some, kid snacks. I actually have quite a few of these with kid snacks, and maybe I'll pull them out just to show you guys actually some of the ideas that I use with my super ovals, or sorry, my oval 3s. So I have crackers. So those cheese nip crackers I have inside them. We have some other chips. So these are the smaller bags, and rather than using one of the really large containers, I found we had more of these containers once COVID hit, and Teddy Grahams, for example, all those little packaging that you maybe don't want it just left open in your cupboard, and you want to know what you have. So these are great as well. The small bags also of the rice crackers, they fit really well. The packaging, because once you open it, they're going to go stale and they're not going to stay fresh. Also the what was the other things that I have in here? Pretzels, small bag of some pretzels. We also have just anything like that, or a small bag of cereal. If you have a smaller bags of cereal, this number 4 would be a great size as well. So like I said, anything inside a modular mate will stay fresh at least 1 year, if not longer. So you don't have to worry about opening those, second, third box of crackers when the kids want different kinds, because you can put it inside a modular mate and it's gonna stay fresh. The other thing with modular mates is the numbers are on the bottom. So if you do have other modular mates and you're not sure what size you have, you'll see on the bottom there's numbers. This is a height 1, this is a 2, a 3, and a 4. And when it comes to numbers, it's kind of like Big People Lego. So you can mix and match them depending on what height your cupboards are. So let's say you want everything at a height 4, and this is why this set comes with these pieces. Basically a 2 plus a 2 equals 4, which is exact height as a 4. 3 plus 1 also equals a height 4. So this is giving you the design and the height of a size 4, but if you had cupboards that were 5, you can mix and match and change it up, get another number 3, and then it can fit nice and compact. Or if your cupboards are shorter, you can make them into whatever height that you need. So they do mix and match really well with all of the modular mates. What I do love about modular mates is whatever you buy it for doesn't mean that's going to be the container it's for all the time. These containers, or even in my cupboard, I had them labeled when I switched over to all the rectangles and super ovals. And what I found is I was constantly changing things out. So when I had my daughter at the beginning, we had, we didn't have snacks for her. And then as she became older, we had Pablo in them. And then we had, toddler snacks in them. And then we've switched to other snacks in them. Now that the kids are home more, they're eating more cereal in the morning because they wake up at different times. So now I have multiple kinds of cereal. So it is really nice. You can really change up what's inside your modular mate. So if you buy something and say, okay, I want this for crackers right now, but maybe later you're not eating crackers, you switch to gluten-free, well then you can switch it to a smaller size or a larger size. So they are really nice and compact, but nice and flexible that you can switch up what you want. And it doesn't matter what cupboard they're in, you can mix and match and always just fill in the holes as you switch cupboards. I know my first modular mates were in my first house, and when I switched to this house, I was able just to fill in the holes and make it even. So they are nice and compact, nice and organized, and they keep rodents, bugs, or any kind of pests of any kind out. And that is originally why I decided to go with this cupboard behind me when we built this house, because we had little tiny ants that actually got inside our cupboards when we were building our house, and they got into all of our food. They came in, we figured, from the dog food, and then they transferred into our packages. I only had a few modular mates at the time, and I was very surprised when I opened them up. This was before I was selling. I opened them up, I'm like, oh my God, there's nothing in them. There's no bugs in them. And so after that, I decided, you know what, everything needs to be inside a modular mate. I don't want to deal with ants again. I don't want to deal with any pests of any kind. And it was amazing. Also after that, I also had our dog got sprayed by a skunk. So when the dog came in the house, before we realized, I had a few modular mates at the time. Again, it was before I was selling. And so about a month later, first of all, we had awful smell all across the house. About a month later, I decided to open up, and at the time I had those canisters that had the silicone seal, not Tupperware, but the silicone seal that you open up and you snap it shut. So I opened it up to get the brown sugar out, and this like big wafted smell of skunk came out of the brown sugar, and I was like, oh my God, that was a month ago. So I thought, oh my goodness, the modular mates are probably the same thing. I'm gonna have to throw it out, I'm gonna have to buy new food. Went to my cupboards, opened up my modular mates, and honestly, I was completely shocked. Nothing smelled like skunk. There was no odors and no smells. Because they are airtight sealed, they keep all of the odors out and all the freshness in. So you don't have to worry about those smells and odors and getting into your food. So after that, that's when I was like, okay, I really love these modular mates. I need more. So that kind of started my love of modular mates. Obviously, I love the organization look, even when I feel like life can be chaotic around me. When I open up my cupboards and I can see exactly what I have, it's gonna save a lot of time and money in your kitchen. When you know what you have to cook with and you can easily grab what you need for groceries, or easily grab when you're going to cook something, you see an empty container, and if it's labeled, you're like, oh yeah, we were out of rice, and you're not, you know, forgetting that you needed rice until you go to use it. So I absolutely love modular mates. This is a great set that's on sale right now, so don't miss out before the sale ends. And if you guys have more questions, make sure to reach out to your consultant. Thanks, guys. Bye.